The introduction of UAP financial service products in the unit trust segment is an opportunity for you to put your money where you can easily reap profits at the shortest time possible. Simply put it, your money works for you, having worked hard to earn it. With the 3 packages of investment to choose from, UAP Financial Services provide an opportunity for you to diversify risk and tap into investments that may have been unable for you to access with higher capital requirements. This is done by employing the expertise of a professional fund manager.
The investments that we're holding are almost risk-free. I don't want to say they are risk-free because there's no risk-free investment, but they're almost risk-free. When you lend money to the government, for instance, through treasury bills or government bonds, chances are the government will pay. Really. I mean, I'd rather lend my money to the government than lend it to an individual, X, Y, Z. So chances are the government will pay. That's why we say they are almost risk-free. When you place a fixed deposit with a bank, chances are very high, unless the bank goes down. But if it doesn't, then you're guaranteed that you'll earn whichever interest you'll have, negotiated with the bank.
The units are the UAP Balanced Fund, UAP Money Market Fund, and UAP Umbrella Trust Fund. The UAP Money Market Fund will enable you earn profit from equity investment. Your fund manager achieves the objective by investing in financial instruments that do not go beyond 36 months. With a minimum investment of about 3 million shillings, as an investor in the fund, you can put your money in treasury bills and bond issued by the Bank of Uganda. This way, you will be lending money to the government.
And if an investor wants to invest regularly, say monthly or maybe weekly, they can do that by first investing 1 million shillings for the start, and then every month they can invest as little as 100,000 shillings. It's a very liquid fund, which means that you can enter today and exit 1 week later. All UAP needs is notification that I want to sell my units in a particular fund, and within 2 to 3 days your money will be back into your account with whatever interest will have accrued. So if you want to save for anything, let's say for your retirement, you want to save to buy a plot of land a year from now, you want to save for your children to go to school or be able to pay fees for them at a later stage, you can opt to do this in such a fund because it's returning interest on a daily basis. And you're able to track how your fund has grown over time, as opposed to probably going to a bank account that will pay you 2%, 3% interest per annum.
The UAP Balanced Fund looks at an investment period of 3 to 5 years, and you only fit in it if you can wait. It has an investment of between 30 to 70% inclined, 70% invested on a fixed income market, and 30% invested on the stock market equities. This way, an investor is able to have exposure to the stock market to buy and sell shares in companies listed on the securities market. And just in case you are working for an organization that has an internal or plans to have an internal pension plan, commonly referred to as Provident Fund, then UAP Umbrella Fund will work for your financial needs. This follows the liberalization of the retirement benefit scheme, which for long was a monopoly of the National Social Security Fund, NSSF, which did not include individuals in the informal sector.
There's a new regulation with respect to pension. Organizations that have internal pension schemes will be required to hire fund managers. They'll be required to hire custodians as well as administrators. So we designed this fund to suit the needs of those organizations that have small schemes, that don't have the financial muscle to hire these parties in a segregated mandate. So they're able to benefit and lower transaction costs by having all their assets invested in a unit trust fund, which is where the Umbrella Trust Fund fits in.
Investors' money will, however, not be touched by UAP Group, but by licensed commercial bank, as the law does not allow a fund manager to handle funds, but only monitors the investment in which the funds are put.
We're licensed as a unit trust manager by the Capital Markets Authority. What that means is that we've undergone, vigorous supervision to be able to be qualified as a fit, fund manager. Number two, UAP it's a big brand. We're part of the UAP group, which is a leading Pan-African financial services company with operations that are spanning in about 6 countries in the region. You can find us in Sudan, where we're the market leader, in Kenya, here in Uganda, Tanzania, Congo, and Rwanda as well. Okay. Here in this market, we've got about 3 businesses. UAP Financial Services is one of them, but we're best known for insurance as well. And we're doing very well on the insurance side. We've got also into property. If you've been to Nakawa lately, you've seen the new Nakawa business park that we've put up. So we're a solid company, and we're here for the long term.
Unlike the low interest paid by financial institutions on fixed deposits, an investor in the UAP Umbrella Trust Fund, UAP Money Market Fund, and UAP Balanced Fund will reap profits ranging from 2 to 14% per annum, depending on the package invested in. Kenneth Bwire, WBS News.